work. It's really still. Hmm. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. Let's just put this here so maybe I'll see some messages. Maybe. Um. I don't even know. Okay, so last time, yesterday, I was working on the snowflake method of kind of outlining the novel. I'm in the murder basement of my friend's gallery right now. Last time I was upstairs, and I'm gonna get a mic. I mean, I have a mic. I don't have it with me, and this will not be so janky. But I just wanted to get started, so it's gonna be janky for a little while. So I did. Awesome. I'm drinking wine because I'm a writer. And I like hit something with my eye today. Everything's happening. Um, so I was working on the snowflake method. Let's see how to, which I just stole from somebody on the internet. And these are the things I'm supposed to do. We did one page. Yeah, we did very short summaries of the characters. We did a one sentence description, one paragraph story, one paragraph out of each sentence, and the one paragraph summary. That could be good. So I got to decide. Here is what I was working on when I was off the internet. Actually, I was more productive than I thought. I did 35,000 words. NaNoWriMo is 50,000. I think this novel is probably closer to 70 or 100, maybe. I don't think it's 50,000. So I don't think this is. Maybe this is halfway. Um, you can see this is my progress. I think this is cumulative. So I had 2,000, wrote another 2,000, wrote almost 3,000. Like I was rolling. Whoop, what happened? Whoop. But then somehow I ended up with 35,000 words. So maybe I copied and pasted from another draft. So something I like to do when I write is set one draft over here and then write from it over here. And I mean, I'm long enough away from this that I need to rewrite it just because, like, I don't know, I'm going to be writing totally differently. I mean, I feel like to be honest, I'm kind of happy with a lot of the writing I did here, but I'm going to retype it all, just get it back into my system, and then I might come back to the snowflake method. I threatened to get bored of this, and I did get a little bored of it. I do feel like this could help me solve some story problems I have later in the story, but I want to get back into the story by just writing some of the, like, basically copying a couple of these chapters, and like, I mean, I've got some notes somewhere. Should print those out or something. I've got some notes somewhere of some stuff I wanted to add early on that's like, I don't know, not foreshadowing, just like helping set up concepts and stuff. But I'm going to start with this. And um, these are real words that I wrote, so it can be awkward, you know, like. So let's create chapter 01. Bam. try to turn off the line numbers, but then this gutter over here just collapses completely, and so all the words are like right up next to the screen, and you can like do stupid stuff to Vim and make it. I've typically written in Byword, but I do all my programming in Vim, so I wanted to see if I could write in Vim. That's not true. I do half of my programming in Sublime Text because of that. I get lazy, but I get better and better in Vim the more I use it. Chapter 1. There were two girls, great friends, sitting in the grass. Andreas and Sarah. I picked Andreas, and I don't know how to wrap lines, apparently. And then her elbows looked up at the earth, large in the night sky. See, looked up at the still earth in the night sky didn't sound right. I like that rhythm. And this is kind of what rewriting looks like. You just change just a little bit, maybe sometimes change a lot, and you've got this opportunity to do that instead of copying all this, pasting it, and then like trying to work it. It gets messy, and you like lose consistency, tone. Oops. So, oh gosh, it's like doing like an auto wrap thing. What is happening? It was not doing this yesterday. Once told them the earth was full of life, and they believed it. Alright, this is garbage. And I don't want to deal with it right now. He thinks it's on the same line. Why is it wrapping there? What? Okay, I'm just gonna use Byword. This is terrible. And I'll figure this out maybe next time. Nope, not that. Yank. So maybe sometimes you do copy and paste. All right. Now we're comfortable. I can't use my keyboard to move around at all. Someone once told them that Earth is full of life, and they believed it. How about? And it was easy to believe. There were colors there. So, like, already super uncomfortable describing girls. I don't ever describe girls to even close acquaintances. But you gotta describe with people. You're gonna be with these people for a long time. Track shorts, sweatshirts, barefoot. See, this is like this kind of style where you've got like words that are kind of like adjectives but aren't traditionally used as an adjective in this context. Like, I like this style, but I don't know if I keep it up. So every time I start this project, I have like a different tone that I'll start using. But then I think later on I like fade into lazy tone maybe. So I want to see if I can keep this tone, but I just have to keep an eye out for it. I like this one. Hands, promises to each other. We do it for hours. Till midnight. Right until midnight. Promises to each other. which I appreciate. This is another important style thing. How often am I going to use the first person of this narrator? This sort of subjective narrator. It's another one of those things where I might just forget about it for a long time and then it's weird. Both beautiful to look at. See, awkward. Describing girls. Long necks. See, it's kind of weird that two people would have long necks, but I didn't know what else to say. I can't just say with tan legs. Period. That's an even weirder sentence. It's a tough one. What else is like young necks? That'd be even creepier. Maybe they both have long necks. Whatever. Really, what I mean is skinny necks, but that doesn't. I don't know how to say that. Thin necks. That's just a bizarre observation. Face. Cool. What I like about this sentence is that it doesn't really make sense, but it gives you like you fill in what this means. It's not really literal of having an actual description of what someone actually looks like. It's just choose your own adventure. I don't think we're going to use a passive voice here. They were leaning. I think that's they leaned back as you. They were leaning back on artificial turf. With artificial say something like artificial turf, something like between their toes, like put it in. I'll just do what I had before. Artificial to their flesh and blood toes. Do you have a fully formed story idea from the beginning, or was coming up with the original concept labor intensive? I would say the concept, the image, really this image that I'm writing right now of two teenagers looking up at the night sky, and in the night sky is the Earth. They're on the moon. That concept was big for me. And then the plot of the song doesn't really match it, but Stars of Track and Field by Belle and Sebastian was kind of some of the tone that I had. So that was just the image that came into my mind. And then it snowballed from there really slowly. I never sat down initially like, well, I want to write a novel. Let me come up with a concept. It's this concept that kept on asking to be a story. And I thought I would write a movie for it. And like, I'd think about the soundtrack in the shower. And I've wanted to write this ever since I kind of had that image. And so because I've had that kind of as a magnet to gather ideas, when I come up with a weird sci-fi idea, sometimes it oh well that would fit into the story at this point or something like that. Um, but the plot, so the concept has been the easy, really passive thing for me. The plot has been the thing that's really, really hard for me because I don't know how to do plots. Um, the plot is it's like solving a mystery while also inventing the mystery simultaneously. And anybody really knows how to do plots. I mean, I've read like books on like screenwriting and stuff like that, but it's really I'm not that good at it. So I think that's probably going to be the worst part of this, other than my prose about how teenage girls look. Um, let's see. Hope that answers your question. Let me keep that chat kind of visible. All right. Also, I know this every time I click, this microphone really picks it up. So I will fix that. Chain cigarettes. So, what else? Or at least you about back in. This is my favorite stuff when like I like just randomly had them smoking cigarettes, and it's a chance to like help set up the timeline a little bit without like saying in the year 20 or you know. So we know we're not in the 21st century. That's how I justified things to myself when they are somehow helpful. Andreas puffed on cigarette. And it, see, do you put a comment there? I don't know. I guess because I'm going to use some more commas, I guess I'll put a comma there. And she exhaled. What about one more comma? And it seemed to be no big thing. Thank you. No more wine. The wine just comes to me. This is an amazing place. Probably have wine lips. Sarah lit another cigarette. See, they shouldn't have two cigarettes. That's crazy. Of course they wouldn't have two cigarettes. See, I don't really need to say that. That's what happened, but it doesn't need to be said out loud. This paragraph is at least 0.1% better than it was before. Or maybe it's worse. Better or worse than it was before. It's different. Oh, she's sad. Oh. This is a good line. This is the right line. I like this. See, this is right. See, did I already say they were? Someone once told they looked at the Earth large in the night sky. Should I have said crescent before? Whatever. See, yeah, they already. I heard this is kind of a dupe of this early. How do I say this? They already said looked up at the Earth large in the sky. So, but now, like, they're looking at it again. See, this is kind of a weird way to introduce that they're at a track. They're like, and I should draw pictures of this so I can get like better at the geography of it. But there's basically, it's basically my high school from growing up. So you have a high school, and then you have like a sidewalk that would go to the track, right? Where there's like a field and stuff. But here, the track is under a dome and it's connected by a walkway to the high school. Far above the dome. Seems lame. Old song and a new song? What was that? Hmm. I remember Googling laid or lied. Lying. Let's just say laid. Um, See, if I remembered you, I can tap. Just tap to move my. It's the sort of thing in the future that we have where we can tap to click. It's going to be big. Space High School. Yeah, man. Naval Space High School. Not for long. No, see, that's the thing. I want to chill at the space high school. I just have to have good plot things that happen at the space high school, so that we're not wasting our time, so that we really get to experience all of space high school. Hmm. And to be honest, I don't know why there aren't like a whole subgenre of space high school books. I'm sure there are some. There are not enough, and I literally don't know of any space high school on the moons. Um, so I thought I'd do it. And like to be honest, like the whole like suburb city moon Earth thing is like so obvious here that I don't know. I like it. Um, okay. There you go. I wished for Earth. Each in her own way. One, two, four. I like this. Skim it and capture it. No, so now, how does our narrator know this? He probably doesn't even actually know this, but we're gonna cheat. I mean, technically, you guys can keep me honest. If you bother. Technically, the narrator is omniscient about anything past or present for Andreas. Narrator knows only what Andreas would know about Sarah. I don't know if I need all these its. Yeah, what? This seems overwrought. To Earth, does she would new dust she was from. She wanted to be. See, this seems just dumb. Oh, I hate this word dust. Ew. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Does. Bam. Nice. So you can't use just the exact construction. You gotta mess with it. Oh, and the sprite in the shower cave. No, I see. It doesn't need to be. Yeah, we can be more literal here. The sprinklers turned on. See, this is another one of those where we have these adjective pairings. But I think it works. All right. That's the first part. That's how the novel begins. I mean, it's a little on the nose with this stuff. Like, I don't know, but I think that's where their heads at. And I don't say explicitly, but I think it's pretty implicit here that they snuck into the dome. They're not supposed to smoke cigarettes in school property, much less really anywhere in an artificial habitat like this. And the sprinklers came on, and then they ran away. But they are dreaming of something greater, which I think is what you do when you smoke cigarettes in high school. That you're trying to be cool and bigger than. But I want to know. I didn't smoke in high school. Then there's going to be a little gap here. We need like a cool gap. There we go. That's a good little gap. The earth. I like this morning orange. It's good. Morning orange. Trademark. TM is that? Oh, that's over the top. Oh yeah. Okay. Good point. They're not watering the grass. It's like a spring, like a fire safety sprinklers. Right. That's what because it comes from the roof. How do you say that? I'm using OBS on a MacBook Air. That makes sense, Dr. Levis. Smoke alarm. See that you saved me confusion down the road. That's good to be clear about that. Got to get out of literary book intro mode and into being clear about what is actually happening. All right. Okay. Next morning, the earth looked dull through the morning. Oh, I remember the last time I reread this, I really didn't like this part. I really got to get something going here, but I'm not going to school. This is a terrible sentence. Oh, thank you. Good to see you too, Coop741. It's been too long. Gym bag stamp. Purchase for backpack. I don't think her hair needs to be damp at all, to be honest. That was a fun idea while it lasted. Do want to make it seem like she, uh, she rushed out the door this day because that's what she does every day. We're still kind of in narrator mode, I see. What do we want to accomplish? See, this is where the snowflake method, like Snowflake, would have this figured out by now. That's what I got here. This is in senior year, middle class. So, so middle class is right here. I don't know. Andreas doesn't get. I don't think she gets a lot of cigarettes, to be honest. Sarah got her cigarettes, right? So we're trying to say that um, senior year. Oh, see, this is doing those stupid line breaks too. This is this is my nightmare. Um, Senior year, Armstrong High, middle class suburb. Boone native, high school student, suburbanite. Um, Bored with high school life on the moon. All right. Unknown power. Board of the moon. Got a lot of board of the moons. Standard power. I'm perfectly fine with this sentence, so I'm just going to copy it. And photon positive. This is just stealing completely from my own high school experience, or my edited version of my high school experience, my narrow viewpoint. See, we just said middle class right there, without having to say middle class. That's right. That's the real stuff. So we use the italics in this book. I think that's about right. Italics are for magazines. I have no idea what blue milk is. You will have to explain. That girl got a cigarette. See, do we even need to be explaining right now where Sarah gets her cigarettes? How about? See, this is good. There's a little bit of innocence here. See, this is me apologizing for going on a tangent before. This sounds really dumb, but I feel like is an actual thought you would have. So I want to say it somehow, but I don't need to apologize for it. So I can just say, ooh, we told people that she's in her senior year. Look at that. That was easy. Just type it. Their senior year and wise to the ways of the world. Andreas was on her fourth lifetime cigarette. I like that. It's got a flow of sort of just a little bit more like how the mind works. Maybe because what Luke's had. Oh, Star Wars. Um, yeah, but blue milk just doesn't make any sense. I feel like milk is the color of what is in milk. Like almond milk is that color. Soy milk is that color, you know? They're the color of the milk of that thing. So blue milk would have to have a blue thing in it, like it was somehow procured from a blue. I mean, food isn't even blue. I don't really understand why sci-fi has weird colored foods. Most foods have pretty specific colors. And they don't really. Is there a blue food? I don't know. Let's just see. Yeah, blue space cats. Thank you. No, but see, our cows aren't white. Our cows are brown, but they don't make brown milk. There will be lots of probably, hopefully, little touches that make you remember that they're on the moon and living in the future. I've got a scene like that. Not too. I think it's not too far, but not yet. Not or not right now. Um, um, oh, this is see. Okay, solve this one. Solve this one. Have a really good. I've got a good thing, guys. Wait a second. Got a good thing. Armstrong High. It was basically it's probably not good writing for novels, but basically a bunker. Is this too specific? Oh, here we go. People born on the moon are really tall. I don't think I have to talk too much about that, but that's the thing. So I'm not talking very much because I'm actually writing new things instead of just copying. I'm not mad at you for talking about blue milk. That was my little rant about blue milk. But I just want you to know that you're wrong. Yeah, you guys can say whatever you want, and I'll either steal your idea or completely ignore your idea or something in between. Just feel free to suggest or to comment. Say, I hate that sentence. Those are the worst adjectives I've ever seen. That was trite. Say that was trite. That'd be a good comment. Oh, it's Dead Cat. It's okay, I wasn't doing anything. Hey, you want to say hi to the stream? Hi to the stream. This is the official gallery cat, whose name is Dead Cat. She's like a month or so old. She wants to go exploring.
Hey, Paul?
Yep.
She can also just run around on the ground if you don't mind doing
that. Is that fine? Okay. You want to watch me write? All right. Rest of the building. Please don't fall off. Please don't fall off. Come here, come here, come here. Come on. Oh gosh. Stop falling off. Dead cat. Come here. There we go. Right. You want to run around? There you go. All right. don't think we're going to talk about walking, throwing a bike on top. Man, I just don't think that does anything. This is one of the things that I don't really know anything about. When you cut out time and when you say, like, it's pretty easy to just say, go right here, right? Like, it's obvious she probably did something with her bike and then went into school, right? Do I need, do I want to say those things? Do I want to link up the time or just go to the next relevant moment? I probably should go to the most relevant moment, unless this is useful world building, but it's probably. And this might just imply that she's entered already here. So a lot of writing is sitting and thinking about what you want to write. That's what I tell myself when I'm not writing. Oh, it's almost been an hour. I'm literally copying from another document that already has everything typed, and I have written 600 words. It's going to take a long time at this pace. So I'm trying to debate. Do they have? Do they have magnetic shoes? I feel like I've gone back and forth about this. Why would you build an entrance with a? No, that makes sense. Do I have notes? Like notes on what? I am copying from an early draft right here. And I've got some outline stuff. Like world notes? What kind of notes? We've got lots of notes. No, you don't need magnetic wheels on a bike because the force that you put on a bike is into the pedals, but then it's translated to the ground as straight, like pushing off very directly using the friction of the tire. When you're walking, you push up off the ground. So that's when you need. That's when you possibly need magnets. If you're not good at walking, but if you're native of the moon, you're probably pretty good walking on the moon. Although it is really hilarious to watch some moon videos of when we actually went to the moon, of people falling over on the moon and trying to walk and get up. Where's Dick? Hey, Dick. Okay. See, this is what slows me down. This is what makes me slow right now. Is that if I'm stuck on something, I don't want to move on. Because what if the thing I say here is useful on the next paragraph? Hmm. I don't like that inside comment. What does that even mean? Inside. Dude, I think she heard you. She's like running for you. Oh, now she's coming back because she heard me. She's like a sound location device. Hey, we got this paragraph, and it adds some stuff about personality in there, right? Uh oh. Cat just discovered a place where it would be hard. Hey, how's it going?
She doesn't move fast enough to really.
Nice. Hang out over here. Alright.
You know, all said and done, pretty cool to have a bunch of strangers in a room. Just, I like that stuff.
Oh, no, that's terrifying. That's like my nightmare.
I was so disconnected. Like, yeah. It's weird sometimes. When you
Oh, normally you're like working the room, like, oh, I remember you from the thing. And
it's like, I get really excited when I see somebody I haven't seen for a long time.
And this
I
is
get
just-
that, like, wave of emotion. I love that shit.
yeah. I'm almost done actually. I've got 660 words done, which is not a lot.
How many characters? Because that's the number.
3,752 characters.
I want the pixel count. What's the pixel count?
No idea how many
That's
pixels.
made.
Well, if
That's like
you,
20 tweets.
I mean, like, let's see, we've got,
Count.
we're, there you go.
I don't know if I've ever really met somebody with the calm patience to answer my inane questions. If I get like a little esoteric, you just look it up. Much appreciated. 500,000? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Give or take?
yeah,
Ballpark maybe 500,000?
yeah, the actual letters.
Yeah. Yeah, the black space.
I'm not counting the little space between the
No.
letters.
Do you count the periods and the punctuation?
Yeah, all the
How big is a
characters.
period?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Is it 1 pixel?
No,
No.
4
It's
pixels?
got to be like, according to that.
no, there's there's information when a pixel is on or off. So
Yeah.
every character,
That's the grid.
yeah.
But the ones that you turn black is your text.
Yeah, but I don't turn them all. They're not 100% black. But I've selected among all the available pixels in a 10 by 15 grid
Yeah.
with my specific character that I've chosen. So that's pixel information.
What's weird is the way you're describing this sounds far more sci-fi existential and sort of interesting than anything that could be written from fiction. Like, what's being described to me is scary.
Look, I'm writing about the magnet shoes right now, right?
The magnitudes?
I'm writing about magnet shoes. I'm almost done. I'm probably done. Look, people are here and they're bothering me about pixels.
Stream, man.
It's been an hour. I'll try to write one more paragraph. Let's see.
Step on dead cat.
Alright, I'll leave you alone. Here, let's go try to
Really?
go.
Oh, hey, cool. Wait, what are you doing? Maybe not. You're not. Are you doing? Oh, what were you doing?
Alright, well, let's go.
I had a class scheduled for her at one point. One of my drafts has like she she has a class. It was like they ended up doing some like 21st century web design, which I don't know, it doesn't really relevant. I needed like to pull out a nerd from one of her classes, and then it's also when she like meets up with a new kid again in one of her classes. So let's put it to do here. Normally put this in a separate note file, but I don't want to expose all my notes right now. To do first period class, but probably I need to at least figure out the class schedule if I need to drop her into a class or know what she's doing at a certain point. Or something like that. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with this sort of montage of her day, which is 3 paragraphs until after school. Just too mean right off the bat. Oh, make her sound like a jerk. Seem like I can feel it when I'm typing that this sentence feels sloppy. Like has to. That made everything around. Seems like too many words to say the thing. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't know. I like this. Andreas wore skirts instead of jeans freshman year, or jeans instead of skirts senior year. How about this? This is. I know this is weird, um, but like, and Andreas and Sarah, like, so Sarah has this crew. I know. I realize I have not been talking. I'm sorry. Sarah has this crew of people, but like, that's like a thing that she, like a function that she attends. Like that's like her being a different person. Like when they're together, they're this unit and they're the same person in a lot of ways. They're not the same. They're not the same person. They are one person. That's the kind of friendship they have, where they're kind of. Um, so Sarah goes off and does this other thing, but when it's just Andreas and Sarah, they're this this one person. Yeah, we'll see. Onesies can be very comfortable. We gotta do it right. And I cannot imagine a world where people wear the same thing. I can imagine a world where the onesies are in fashion for 2 years and a ton of people wear onesies. But you have to differentiate yourself in high school, and if everybody's wearing a onesie, then you gotta not wear a onesie because that's the thing that you gotta do. See, I don't know if I put enough distance right here to like you say united again. Stopping here because I'm tired. All right, it's pretty good. 800 words. I want to write a bit over 1,000 most days, but some it's not always going to happen, and I think we got a good start here. I'm probably at this point maybe should go back with Snowflake. I like that I got writing again in the actual prose, but I think the Snowflake method would be really helpful to really get some details pinned down. It's going to be a lot of spoilers, um, but whatever. We're all in this together. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. Oh, we can do Q&A. I don't know. You guys have been able to ask me questions anytime. Any more questions before I sign off? For me or for Dead Cat? It was literally like my foot is like under my chair like this, and then the cat is on top of the back of my leg. It's really weird. Because there aren't any questions, but it was awesome having some chat today. That was 1,000% more chat than last time, which is amazing. That's not 1,000%. It is a large percentage though. I'm traveling tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna have some time to stream. Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna stream like early afternoon. So, I'm sure that won't work for everybody, but maybe it'll work for somebody.